In response to this question, we got bands like Arctic Monkeys, Are You Mine, McFly, Love Is Easy and Payphone by Maroon 5. We included this question even though it's quite broad because we thought if we know what our target audience is watching at the moment, we can use some of the conventions in that music video and put them into our own, which will obviously make it a much more realistic music video.
All of our target audience said they liked the combination of narrative and performance, so therefore we're going to put this in our video as it was a unanimous decision.
Some people thought the song was a bit too slow paced for a house party, and if we were to have a house party, to make sure that lots of people were there. And others thought that the house party worked because it was relatable for a teenage audience. Some people said though that the locations weren't very original. We disagree with that because it follows pop indie conventions in a music video, but if we were to do a pure indie music video, we'd understand why we do that and we'd try and pick more original locations.
The general consensus on this was that the actual double pun could be made a bit clearer. For example, just including the girl a little bit more, bringing her into the story a little bit earlier. And one of the main things was that not to play around with the double pun too much, otherwise it may end up like more as a beer advert for Stella, rather than just a subtle kind of implicit double pun.
Our target audience thought that we should add more performance into the music video, make it more obvious about the X, and also they thought that it could be too Twilight if we involved the lying on the grass, which is shown on our animatic. Also the falling out of the bath, we thought it could be a bit seen as a bit more comical, so we might take this into account and get rid of it.
The majority of our target audience said to have the introduction narrative shots with music, but a few said without, and maybe instead have general background noise like traffic or birds tweeting. Some people suggested though if we have the introduction to be music but without the lyrics and start that later like in the original song.
This is quite an even split on our questionnaire. Many people thought that we needed the slow because of the cover of the song being quite slow, but some people thought that a good mix. But because of the cover of the song being quite slow and we feel that we wouldn't be able to get much quick editing in, we've now decided to change back to the original song and ask the company for the original version of the song, as we feel this will be much more effective with the editing process, especially for the house party shots, which will then obviously